Is it time to buy or sell SoFi stock? In this video, we will delve into the details of SoFi. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 11th of July, 2025. And now, we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest insights. You don't want to miss any critical updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive a free price prediction and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be viewed as financial advice. Since the 30th of May, 2025, our system has classified SoFi as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. During this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 59.4% since we initially recommended purchasing SoFi 29 days ago. This results in an average return of 2.05% per day since it was designated as hold or accumulate. A score of 0 signifies that our system predicts high volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. Given the recent developments, we cannot ascertain the stock's next movement, as it could swing in either direction. The stock has broken through a wide and strong upward trend in the short term, indicating an even stronger rate of increase ahead. Should there be any pullback, support will be found at the ceiling of the current trend, previously broken at $19.36, a level that may present a second opportunity for significant gains. According to fan theory, $22.35 will be the next potential peak level, creating a resistance that may not be surpassed on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of 64.72% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging between 27.21% and 50.44%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 61.99%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 10.92% to positive 67.66% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $18.89 and $35.54. Our latest daily update for SoFi features the headline Green Day on Friday for SoFi. On the last trading day, which was Friday, the 11th of July, 2025, the SoFi stock price increased by 1.1%, rising from $20.97 to $21.20. This marks the 7th consecutive day of gains. It is relatively rare for a stock to achieve such a streak, so occasional declines should be anticipated. Throughout the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 5.3%, ranging from a low of $20.76 to a high of $21.86. The price has risen in 9 of the last 10 days and has increased by 26.42% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, trading volume also increased on this day alongside the price, which is a favorable technical indicator. In total, 7 million more shares were traded compared to the previous day, with a total of 91 million shares changing hands for approximately $1.94 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price recorded was $21.86, while the lowest was $6.01. Currently, the price is 3.02% or 66 cents below the 52-week high and 24.98% or $7.06 below the all-time high reached on the 1st of February, 2021, when the price peaked at $28.26. SoFi Technologies continues to showcase strong potential in the financial sector, with shares recently experiencing an impressive surge of nearly 200% over the past year. This growth is driven by a consistent increase in profitability and a robust adoption of its digital banking products. Recent reports indicate that substantial investments by large institutional investors suggest potential for further upside. In light of legislative changes related to student loans, SoFi stands to benefit from a shift in demand towards private lenders. This could significantly enhance its lending operations, which SoFi's CEO, Anthony Noto, emphasizes is becoming a smaller portion of their overall business, with more than half of revenue generated from non-lending services. This diversification is critical for long-term stability and growth. As the company explores opportunities in private market investing, confidence in its innovative approach is growing. Analysts are now comparing SoFi to competitors such as XP and Block, identifying it as a strong contender in the fintech space. In the short term, the optimism surrounding SoFi's growth trajectory and market strategies could lead to upward pressure on its stock price. Long-term investors may find SoFi's evolving business model and its emphasis on sustainable, diversified revenue streams particularly compelling, positioning it well for future growth in an increasingly competitive environment. Analyst Ratings. On Wednesday, the 11th of June, 2025, it was reported that Stephens assigned SOFI an overweight grade with an initiate action. On Tuesday, the 14th of January, 2025, Citigroup rated SOFI with a buy grade and a hold action. On Friday, the 3rd of January, 2025, Deutsche Bank assigned SOFI a hold grade, maintaining a hold action. On Thursday, the 19th of December, 2024, Morgan Stanley gave SOFI an underweight grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 10th of December, 2024, Jefferies rated SOFI with a buy grade, also with a hold action. Analysts have assigned SoFi stock a general sell rating. They evaluate the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio similarly as sell. In terms of return on investment, the analysts have provided the stock with a neutral rating. The following signals have been identified for SoFi. The SoFi stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, providing a positive forecast for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal indicated by the relationship between these two signals, where the short-term average is above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, there will be support from the lines at $19.75 and $15.68. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Friday, June 13, 2025, and to date, the stock has risen by over 50%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, there is a buy signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Volume is increasing alongside the price, which is considered a favorable technical signal. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal 19 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 16 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal 20 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 56 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 53 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 29 days ago. The long-term moving average, sell signal 27 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 25 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for SoFi. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $19.95 and $18.21. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this level could result in a decline to the next support level. In this instance, SoFi finds support just below today's level at $19.95. If this level is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $18.21 and $17.64. This stock may experience significant movement during the day, indicating high volatility, and with a substantial prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, it is considered to be very high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $1.10 between its high and low, which represents a movement of 5.3%. For the past week, the stock has exhibited an average daily volatility of 5.04%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for SoFi, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, let's discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important ratio measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A high PE ratio may indicate that the stock is overvalued or that investors are anticipating significant growth rates in the future. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 29th of July 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at 6 cents. It's important to monitor these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for SOFI. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which indicates that the stock could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might consider entering a position and using volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, SOFI encounters its first support level at $19.95. If this support level holds, it could serve as a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for SOFI from multiple analyst sources is sell. Now let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 20th of June 2025, Keo Kelly conducted an insider sale of 10,267 shares of common stock. On the same day, Rishal Jeremy conducted an insider sale of 66,847 shares of common stock. On the 16th of June 2025, White Derek J executed an insider purchase of 4,355 shares of common stock. On that same day, White Derek J also conducted an insider purchase of 148,404 shares of common stock. On the 17th of June 2025, White Derek J executed an insider sale of 64,467 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we have calculated the insider power to be positive with a ratio of 1.263. Overall, insiders purchased 5,077,195 shares and sold 4,814,330 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $20.53, reflecting a decline of 3.16%. This stock experiences very high daily movements, which indicates a significant level of risk. The 14-day relative strength index is at 92, further amplifying that risk. However, there is a buy signal based on a pivot bottom identified 18 days ago. Is SOFI stock a good buy? SOFI presents several positive indicators. However, we believe these are insufficient to classify it as a buy candidate at this time. Currently, it is more appropriately regarded as a hold candidate, suggesting a strategy of holding or accumulating while monitoring future developments. Upon analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. Looking ahead to trading on Monday, the 14th of July, we anticipate that SOFI will open higher by approximately 7.33 cents, beginning trading at $21.27. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you agree and take responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.